if I were to ask him a question, it would be, what would you do if you saw a dude do that to your daughters? What should that person's punishment be? Because that's what yours should be.
Welcome back to our channel. Today we have Dame Dash saying that he has lost respect for Diddy, and says Diddy would be dead if he were caught on camera beating his daughters, as he did Cassie in the leaked hotel video.
Well, you know, I know Puff. So it's very disappointing to see that from someone that, again, I consider my peer. Someone that, you know, I've always, because we're the brotherhood of hip hop, showed a certain degree of respect. But, you know, you can't unsee that. And it's really a shame. And what I think when I see that, number one, I got daughters.
Yeah.
So, you know, if that was something I were to see happening to my daughter, you know, Puff, he's dead. You know what I'm saying? And again, I go do the time, or I try to figure out how not to have to go do the time, but I don't think I could handle watching another man or any man touching or doing any kind of violence to my daughter.
Right.
And, you know, when I saw the apology, what I wondered is he has daughters. So I'm like, what if I were to ask him a question, it would be, what would you do if you saw a dude do that to your daughters? What should that person's punishment be? Because that's what yours should be.
Yeah.
Now, it's problematic in a big way, the apology, because just logically, he had already denied all of that stuff. So he had already said that, you know, he vehemently wasn't going to say that he ever did any of those things, and it didn't happen. And now, because it came out, he's saying sorry. But it's like, now it's hard to believe anything else that he says, and it's hard not to believe anything that Cassie is accusing or alleging in the lawsuit. Because, you know, I think I couldn't fathom ever having that kind of aggression toward a woman. But I thought if he should have said sorry the next day before it came out, not because it came out, and then maybe it could have been looked at a little more genuine. Now, when I see a dude do that to a girl, I think that they must have got abused. And I feel that there must be some real trauma that happened in his life, because in order for that to be normal to him, to me, it means he must have seen that in his life as a young man, or it was done to him. So I'm just curious to know what has been done to him where that could be considered as normal. But it's sad when you kind of have to not. It's like, I've had some really close friends, and, you know, they ended up snitching. And when I find out, I cry, because that's the funeral of our friendship. And that would be a person that I really liked as a person and would like to hang out with, might have hustled with, whatever. And now I can't really fuck with them at all. They dead to me. So because I have daughters, because, you know, to me, no man should be doing that to a woman. I saw it with my own eyes. It's not alleged. It's like that was almost the death of a respect that I had for him. And I don't see how I could ever get that respect to see him through any other lens than the disrespectful one. But, you know, this is also looking at that. It makes me know that I'm again, with me, if you're going to take me to court and say I've been abusive, it's going to be because I yelled at you. That's it.
Yeah.
And some people that are around me might think that's the most craziest shit, is to be spoken to in a tone of voice, and want to call that some degree of abuse. And I'm like, now that's abuse. You understand what I'm saying? And the fact that the people that are around me and in my environment, just because they're around me, know that not only could I never do that, I would never let that happen on my watch. Now, my issue is, anyone that knew that was going on that still worked for that man is also a piece of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you was watching that man abuse women and just because of a check you helped cover it up or all that, then you deserve also where he gets all the buckshot of his karma. There's no morals. So it's like, I'm curious, all these people that were around him all this time, if they witnessed that stuff, why were they still there?